So, hello everyone. My name is Vivek Singh, and today I'm here to present my project, which is on hotel booking, and it is a EDA, which is a exploratory data analysis, and this project is all about the analysis part. Okay, so let's start off with the project. The project summary says the project is on the hotel booking analysis for the two types of hotels, which is city hotel and the resort hotel, in which we have around 1,19,000 rows and 32 columns. And there are three categories of actually, which is the data manipulation workflow. The first is the data collection, second is data cleaning and manipulation. The third one is the data exploratory analysis. Okay, so first step, what we have done is we have written the problem statement here. So we all know that the hotel industry is a very important sector for the global economy, with millions of bookings made every day. However, the hotel booking cancellations have been a significant issue for most of the hoteliers. As a result, they lose a lot of revenue. So in this context, with the help of our exploratory data analysis, we can provide some insights into the factors that influence our hotel booking cancellations. Okay. So the objective of this EDA is to analyze the data which is related to hotel bookings and cancellation to identify the pattern and trends that can help hotel managers to make data-driven decisions. Especially the EDA will focus on the following questions, which are what are the main factors that influence hotel booking cancellations? And the second one is how do these factors vary across different regions, seasons, and different types of hotels? And the third one is how can hotel managers use this information to improve their revenue management and strategy? Okay, so to answer these questions, we will use our data set that contains information about hotel bookings, including the type of hotel, the booking date, the check-in, check-out dates, the number of guests, the number of rooms, and the booking status. So booking status simply means confirmed or cancelled. We will perform our data cleaning and pre-processing, exploratory data analysis, and data visualization to gain insights into the factors that influence the hotel booking cancellation. Okay, so our business objective here is to explore and analyze the data to discover important factors that govern the bookings. Okay, okay, so let's begin our project. And the first step to our project is importing all the important libraries. So here we have imported all the important libraries such as NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. And after that, here I have set the maximum columns to be displayed using our set option method. And here I have set the columns visible to 36. And after that, I have set all the font sizes, font weight, label weight for our labels and titles. And after that, we have mounted our drive, and there is our file location. And after that, we have loaded our data set using read CSV. And after that, I have made a copy of our original data set. Okay, so this is our first view of the data set. Here we can see there are 32 columns and around 1,19,000 rows. So here we can see the hotel is cancelled, lead time, arrival date, arrival month, arrival week number, and arrival day of the month, stays in a weekend night, stays in weeknights, and are there adults or not, children, how many children are there, how many babies are there, what type of meal uh, our guest has ordered, and which country they belong to, what is the market segment, what is the distribution channel. And after that, we have checked the shape of our data set. So here we have found out that the number of rows in the data set is around 1,19,000 and the number of columns is 32. And after that, we are looking for the data types and is there any null values in the data set or not. So here we can see that some of the columns have the null values like the company, and here we can see agent, and yeah, that is it. So in agent and company, we have some of the null values which we will be treating in the further process. After that, we are describing our data. So you can see the count, the unique values, the top, the frequency, mean standard deviation, and minimum value, 25 percentile, 50 percentile, 75 percentile, and the max of the columns. So here we are dealing with the duplicate values. So first of all, we need to know what are the duplicate values in the data set. So here we can say there is 31,994 values which are duplicates in our data set. So in the next step, we are dropping all the duplicate values from the data set. And then after that, we are finding the values of unique value from the data set. So again, here we can see that all the duplicate values are dropped and only unique ones are left in the data set. After that, we are resetting the indices using the reset index method. And after that, we are finding all the missing values and the null values. So here we can see there are several null values here in the company column. There are 82,000 missing values, and in agent there are 12,000 missing values. In country there is 452, and then in children there are only 4 missing values. So here we are plotting a graph for visualizing all the missing values in the columns. Here we can see in the company column there are a lot of missing values, followed by the agent column. Where we have seen 12,000 missing values. So again, what we have known about the data set yet. So here we found out that for company and agent, we have to fill the missing values with 0. And for country, we will fill the missing values with others. As the count of missing values in children column is only 4, so we can replace with 0 considering no children. Okay, so then we are understanding our variables. What are the variables? What are the features that we are dealing with? So first we are getting all the columns, the column names. So here we can see all the column names, the 32 columns. And here is the data description again. Okay, so what is the data description exactly? So the first one is hotel. So hotel shows the hotel, whether it is resort hotel or the city hotel. Is cancelled shows whether the booking was cancelled or not. So here you can read all the data description. There are 32 columns in our data set. So then we are checking the unique values of each variable. So here we have wrote our code for checking all the unique values for each variable. Okay. So here we can see, for example, the unique values for hotel are resort hotel and city hotel. The unique values for cancelled are 0 and 1, so on and so forth. Okay, so the third part is our data wrangling part. So here we are writing our code to make the data set analysis ready. First of all, we are getting all the missing values which we have got earlier. What we have to do here, what we are doing here is replacing null values with 0 for our company column, agent column, and children column. Okay, so here we are here we have written the code for the replacement of our null values. So here we can see that after substituting 0 in the null values of our data, we can see that there is no null value here. And we have found out the info again. So here we can see there is no null value in our data set. Okay. Again, we can see that children and agent columns are float type. We need to change the data type to integer for the sake of generalization. So using as type method, we are changing the object type to integer type. After that, we are changing the reservation status date from data type to date time format. So, okay, after that, we are checking the info again, and here we can see that the reservation status date is changed to date time column. And the children, agent, and the company column are also in the integer data type. After that, we need to create some additional columns which will be required for further analysis of our data set. Like we are adding two columns here. The first one is the total people, which is the sum of adults, babies, and children variables. And the second one is total stays, which is the sum of stays in weekend nights and the stays in week nights. And after that, we are getting another column, which is the revenue column, which is simply the multiplication of total stays and the ADR. So this is the revenue per booking. Okay. So next, what we are doing the label encoding, where the values are 0 and 1. So we are replacing 0 and 1 to not cancelled and cancelled for our is cancelled feature for the sake of better understanding and for the sake of better analysis. Okay. So next up, we have our data visualization, storytelling, experimenting with charts, etc. So first, which type of hotel is mostly preferred by the guest? So here we can see that 38.87% bookings are of the resort hotel and 61.13% is for the city hotel. So what we can do to improve that? So what city hotel can do? City hotel can provide more service, better service to attract more guests to increase more revenue. And what resort hotel can do? It can find solution to attract guests and find what city hotel did to attract the guest. So basically, it should learn from the city hotel uh, what are the steps they are taking. Okay, so next up we have the cancellation rate on the bookings. So 27% is our cancellation rate on the bookings. So uh, what we can do about that? So from the above chart, we got the insight about the cancellation rate of the bookings, which directly impacts the total revenue of the hotel industry. So we need to find the causes of cancellation and try to minimize it as much as possible to reduce the losses here. After that, we have the agents which have made the most bookings. So here we can see that agent number 9 has made the maximum bookings. And after that, agent number 174, which have done half the bookings made by agent number 9. And this is the distribution here. So what we have found out that agent number 9 has done the greatest number of bookings. So we can use agent number 9's strategy and we can teach other agents as well how to improve the performance and what steps to take if their booking number is low. Okay, then after that, there is most and least used distribution channels. Okay, so the most used distribution channel is our TA and TO, and after that there is the direct channel, after that corporate channel, after that GDS, and then the not defined, undefined. So what TA and TO is? Tour of agent and tour of operator. Okay, so the higher the number of TA, TO will help to increase the revenue generation of the hotel. So it is a good thing that the distribution channel of TA and TO is generating a good revenue. And after that, what is the percentage of repeated guests? So only 3.9% guests are the repeated guests. So what we can do in order to retain the guests, management should take feedbacks from the guests and try to improve the service so that they can come back more frequently. And after that, the percentage distribution of customer type. Okay. So 82.4% of the guests are of transient types, and after that, 13.4% of the guests are transient party type. After that, 3.6% is of contract type, and after that, the group type. Okay, so the transient customer type is more, which is 82.4%. The percentage of booking associated by the group is very low. And after that, we have the percentage distribution of the car parking space. So here we can see only 8.33% people need one parking space, and 91.63% people do not need any parking space. As we can see that roughly 9% to 10% guests need parking spaces. So we can use that space efficiently. Okay, we can efficiently manage the allotted parking space in the hotel. After that, which food is mostly preferred by the guest? So bed and breakfast is the most preferred type of meal by the guests, followed by our self-catering, then the half board, then undefined, and then our full board. So what we can deduce from this graph? So from the above insights, we get to know that the hotel management should focus more on managing their inventory efficiently. Okay, because most of the customers are taking bed and breakfast. Okay, so after that we have the countries with the most number of guests. So here we can see Portugal has the most number of guests. Then after that, GBR stands for Great Britain. Then there is France, there is Spain, and so on and so forth. Here we can see on this map also. So we can see the yellow part represents the maximum number of bookings, which is of Portugal. Okay, so mostly all the guests here are in the European region. Okay, and some of them are from the South America also. Okay, so what we can do to improve the bookings for another countries? We can do more advertising and can provide attractive offers to different countries and for the Portugal guests also because they are coming in the maximum numbers. So we can improve our bookings using some of the attractive offers. So after that, which is the most preferred room type by the customers? So we can see here the room type which is most preferred is A, followed by D, then E, then F, then G. Okay, so what we can deduce from this graph is the maximum guests are opting for type A. Okay, so we can use all the space from the other room types for utilizing the space, and we can convert the different rooms to type A as well to the demand. We can increase the most demanded type of rooms and minimize the least demanded type of rooms, which can result in increase of average occupancy in hotels. Okay, so next we have in which month most of the bookings are made. So from this line graph, we can see that in the month of July and August, maximum number of bookings are made. The reason could be the summer vacations, and you can also see the least amount of bookings are made in the month of January and December. Okay, so what we can do with this insight? So we can see that July and August have the maximum bookings. Hotel should maximize the hotel staff in those months for better management and customer handling. In other less populated months, we can minimize hotel staff for cost cutting. In less populated months, we should provide lucrative offers and discounts to get customers as they will have a wide choice of different hotels as many will be vacant due to the off season. Okay. After that, we have hotel wise revenue. So here we can see that city hotel is making more revenue than the resort hotel. So we can see that the city hotel's revenue is around 18.7 million, and the resort hotel's revenue is 15.6 million. Okay, so what we can do? So we can identify the revenue sources, and we can see the targeted marketing strategies, and we can improve upon them to improve the bookings for our resort hotel. After that, we have average ADR. ADR stands for average daily rate of hotels. So the average ADR of city hotels is more obviously, and the resort hotel is a bit less. So what we can do here? Yeah, we can do more advertising for city hotel to get more customers, which result in higher profits. Okay, as we can see that the ADR of city hotel is higher, so attracting the customers to city hotel will be a profitable venture. After that, we have a relationship between ADR and total stay. So you can see as the ADR increases, as the total stay increases, our ADR is also increasing. Okay, so what we can deduce here after that, that as the total stay increases, the ADR also increases. And there is relationship between ADR and total stays. Here we can see in the scatter plot also that if the total stay increases, we can say that the ADR is decreasing. Okay, so the people who stay for more number of days in the hotel, their ADR is comparatively low than the guests who stay in the hotel for fewer days. After that, we have done the correlation heat map. So what correlation heat map does basically, it shows the correlation between the features. So here we can see that the total stays and the stays in week nights is very high. It is 0.95. So, and there are some other features also which are highly correlated. And there are some features which are negatively correlated as well. So after that, what is the solution to business objective? So first of all, what we can do here for hotel business to flourish, few things which we need to consider is high revenue generation, customer satisfaction, and employee retention. And second one is 27% cancellation rate. It is 27% cancellation rate. So we need to find the causes of cancellation and try to minimize it as much as possible. After that, we will be able to increase efficiency and revenue by showing the client which are the months that are high in revenue generation by pie chart distribution. We have plotted the chart above. After that, from the insight, we get to know that agent number 9 has done the greatest number of bookings. So we can get an insight of agent number 9's working method and the kind of skills he acquires so that we can train other agents as well to get a higher revenue rate. After that, repeated guests are very low, just 3.9%. In order to retain the guest management, we should take feedbacks from the guests and try to improve the service so that they can come more often. As we can see that roughly 9 to 10% guests needs parking spaces. So we can keep that in mind, and the hotels can efficiently manage the allotted parking space in the hotel for different use cases. Outliers like higher the visitor, then ADR has reduced drastically when shown in scatter plot. So in off season, client can engage with offices for bulk bookings. This will also help extra revenue generation. We were also able to correlate the values showing the maximum and minimum percentage between them so that the percentage lying those numbers can be enhanced by various medium. So after that we have the conclusion, and here we can conclude that the city hotels are most preferred type of hotel by the guest. So we can say city hotel is the busiest hotel, and 27.5% bookings were not got cancelled out of all the bookings. So it is a concern. The third point is only 3.9% people revisited the hotels, and there is 96.1% were new guests. So the retention rate is very low. The percentage of zero changes made in the booking was more than 82%, and the percentage of single changes were made was about 10%. Most of the customers do not require car parking spaces, and 79.1% bookings were made through travel agents and tour operators. Bread and breakfast is the most preferred type of meal by the guests. Maximum number of guests were from Portugal, more than 25,000 guests. Most of the bookings for city hotel and resorts were happened in 2016. Average ADR for a city hotel is high as compared to resort hotel. These city hotels are generating more revenue than the resort hotel. Booking cancellation rate is high for city hotels, which is almost 30%. Average lead time for resort hotel is high. Waiting time period for city hotel is high as compared to resort hotel. That means city hotels are much busier than resort hotels. Then resort hotels have the most repeated guests. Optimal stay in both the type of hotel is less than 7 days. Usually people stay for a week, not more than that. Almost 19% of people did not cancel their booking even after not getting the same room which they reserved while booking hotel. Only 2.5% people cancelled the booking when they were not offered the same room they have booked. So this is the conclusion here. There are some of the insights which we can look into and we can improve upon. So they are some of the important points which some of the hoteliers can look into and improve their business. So thank you so much for paying heed to this project and my presentation. Thank you so much.